Hey everyone, Brian Ruiz here. So I have an unboxing for us. I got this print sample box that's going to have some different print samples on it. If you like any of those print samples, go ahead, feel free to give me a message me, and I'll send you some of the print samples that you see here. So let's open the box. I opened the box earlier, so let's get this going, see what's inside. Here we go. This wrapping. Let's see. First sample. What do we have here? It looks to be some packaging. So it's some packaging done right here on the Inkjet press with the thick stock kit. 22-point Tango coated one side. How this goes. Looks like it's for like some type of little bottles. So it's die cut. It has looks like a UV coat on it. So there we go. There's like a little bottle holder. Little bottles in there. Put this aside. We have another one. Looks like it's a toner cartridge box, pop box. Pops open like that. This is also done on the Inkjet press. Folds over. This little box. Little toner cartridge box. That also has a UV aqueous coat on it. So the box here, some wireless headphones. I like these little pop boxes. They don't have, they don't need any, they just pop together and that's it. You don't need any additional gluing other than the gluing to make the box. This one has also like a UV coat. Then we have these pop boxes. These are cool. Just literally pop open at the bottom. Folds. Looks like they fold over. Or it folds for the display of that. And there's another one. Also pops. Looks like these are done from a client also. So, McBaddis, packaging and printing. So we got some of those. Those aside. What else we got here? More packaging. Okay, we got this. Post-print coatings. So this talks about our high fusion inkjet press. So the capability to print inkjet on a bunch of different substrates that are coated. So then you could coat So you could use kind of what it shows here, matte paper for UV soft coat. So this is a matte paper type coated, so gloss stocks, matte coated stocks. It talks about the durability and what you get out of post coating, which is really nice. So, you know, previously you weren't able to do any coating on inkjet because inkjet did not allow the capability to actually print on coated paper. So now with our high fusion inks, we don't need any primers. You can print on coated paper, which then allows you to do post coatings, just your typical UV aqueous or even soft touch. So here's a sample kit on our high fusion that shows matte paper, gloss papers with no coatings, and then we do an aqueous, a UV, and a soft touch. So here's no coating, no coating. Then we got an aqueous. So you see that? So here's a UV. Here's a soft touch. So that's real cool. Here's an aqueous, a UV, and then a soft touch. So this is our coating kit, sample kit. And again, this is made possible because back in 2016, we actually came out when we kind of relaunched our whole inkjet division from the technology we launched in Germany at Drupa show in 2016 was our capabilities with high fusion inks. So that's that new ink set that we developed in order to fix the problem of being able to print in inkjet printing, print inkjet without any primers or other coating methods in order to print on coated media. And that has always been really, you know, the secret in the print industry is that, you know, we want to print on just our standard offset coated media so we could do post coatings and a bunch of other stuff. But typical inkjet couldn't do that. So in 2016 over in Germany, we did launch our high fusion inks that allowed that capability, which has been very successful. And even those inks has recently transferred over into our Baltoro inkjet press line, which has had huge success. Just here in the past couple months, we've sold over 45 inkjet presses using this high fusion ink and its capability. And so huge success with that because that was kind of the holy grail is how do I print inkjet to get the economics of inkjet, quality, the speed, the reliability, the low cost, but be able to do an offset coated. And so high fusion inks have allowed that. So you can see right there. So this is the high fusion ink coated sample kit. What this kit is showing, let's see, this kit showing here is, it looks like it's on a bunch of different papers. It's the iGen 5 with white ink. And so it looks like this kit has one hit of white. You know, one of the benefits we have the capability of is on our white, it is so opaque or so dense in essence that you only need one, if, you know, two hits in white to outpace any other white in the industry. So what's really nice about this uses different types of metallic type papers and medias using our white. And we have CMYK over the white also. So and these are 300 GSM. That's metallic. So that's the benefit of white too. You get to print on different types of substrates, darker substrates, and then you put the CMYK over white. There's a darker one. I really like that one. Riche Paper Shine. This is a 107-pound cover. So it's a 4/1 hit of white on the Inkjet press. Oh, that's a nice stock. This is a Curious Collection Skin, 100-pound cover. Okay, here's something unique. This is a flexible vinyl. So there's white right here. Now, but this is for, you put it on a sticker. So you can stick it to something, you see the white come through. So that's a really good app, for white. So you want put stickers on, any type of products. You put stickers on windows or so forth. With branding, it can be personalized, variable, short run, long run. You put white underneath CMYK, so then the CMYK stands out. Here's some other stocks and medias, so you can see the effects that white has. And that's a nice one. It's a 270-pound or 270 GSM 100-pound cover, Arrow Wiggins Curious Collection. Okay, so there's that. Here says, check out Xerox full tissue substrate list, Inkjet 5, QR code. So put that aside. Let's see, what else do we got in this box of goodies? More of these. Again, if you want some of these sample kits, go ahead and message me. Send me over your address, your contact information, and I'll send you over some of these samples. Okay, what do we got here? Well, I think I've reviewed one of these sample kits before, but let's open it up. This goes into our inkjet side of the house. This is a cool application. I like it because this cover right here is a iGen cover on this red paper, but then you have this, you could see it pops for the CMYK, and what that is, it's white underneath. So this uses our iGen press. We're running white, then CMYK process. That's why you can see a pop on different color papers. We have a high opaque of the white, automatic registration and print of that CMYK plus, fifth color of white underneath the CMY, and then we're just using white to accent on top of the red. So just look how beautiful that is. This is a sample kit inside of the Baltoro High Fusion Inkjet press, and this is that High Fusion. HF is the acronym for the High Fusion inks that I just showed you on this right here, right? So it's a post-coating sample. So we're using the High Fusion ink on these samples here. So you can print on just offset coated media with no primers, keeps costs really low. And so we're using that ink set in the Baltoro platform also of our presses. So let me get the camera set here and walk you through this sample kit. So again, Inkjet High Fusion inks, prints on uncoated and coated media. All right. What's really great about the Baltoro press, It talks about it right here. It says, I'll read this to you. With a powerhouse combination of high fusion print engines and ink, plus 100% Xerox developed, Xerox manufactured print heads, the new Baltoro high fusion ink press provides breathtaking color and design for market altering results. And that's where really the beauty of Inkjet really balances out any investment you're going to make in printing applications, and what you're trying to do for the future is, clients are always driving towards, innovation of what they could do more strategically. And that's what Xerox is really investing in, is as far as what we're providing clients as a path to balance out the right products and the right solutions so you could grow and expand on what you're doing. If you're a print service provider, if you're an implant, if you're an ad agency or marketing, and you're looking to expand applications, you need a good balance of different technologies. And where the trend's going inside the print, there's a few different areas. There's one area where organizations are really kind of looking to expand in regards to what we call beyond CMYK or CMYK plus, you might hear it. And that's really going to, being able to do fifth colors, being able to do extended gamut, to do things like gold, silver, white, clear accents. And so that's one evolutionary process that is changing the way that organizations are ordering print and the way you're manufacturing print. And then the other one is the Inkjet. And Inkjet's providing that CMYK capabilities to produce beautiful color, like what we're doing here with our Inkjet heads that are developed and engineered and manufactured here in the U.S., where we could provide you for your CMYK balance side of the house of print, that you need higher volume, you need lower manufacturing cost, so you could increase your revenues and be more profitable. And then you're using the CMYK Plus, mostly on the laser side, in order to expand application growth, to dazzle your clients. And then we're pretty much kind of enveloping the process with full automation. Full automation inside the technology, that's automating how you print, but full automation on the front end, from variable data, cross-media communications, omni-channel capabilities, or customer communications management solutions. And so that all goes hand in hand as we evolve, and the digital transformation in the print industry continues to evolve. So this right here is Baltoro Inkjet Press. And this is a 280 GSM, so almost 11 point, or about 11 point. Nice little fire. And you can see how beautiful this looks from a resolution standpoint. Always a little bit hard to look on the video, but when you look at Inkjet, typically, on Inkjet, because we developed our Inkjet heads, we control it, and it's the highest resolution cut sheet Inkjet head in the industry in this classification of device, 1200 by 1200 true DPI. So it's not a couple heads stitched together. We're not using algorithms or software to make it seem like it's a higher resolution than what it is. This is true 1200 by 1200 DPI, using our high fusion ink. And you can see the vibrancy and the colors. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video, but one of the things you've seen with Inkjet before is you've seen, like an example with our first generation of Inkjet devices from other head manufacturers. If they're not using, there's a lot of head manufacturers you could purchase Inkjet heads from and put them in your presses. And what happened, you see a lot of defects inside the printing. You see these corduroy and banding effects and so forth. And there's only so much you could do in order to limit that using algorithms and so forth. They're just natural defects in it. And that's why Xerox actually moved away from sourcing Inkjet heads. And we just ended up using our own Inkjet heads that we've been actually developing, over 5 years and selling on the OEM. We finally just brought those internal on our devices when we formulated the right way to put them inside our presses, leveraging our high fusion ink. So, because we're controlling those inkjet heads, you're going to see continued development on the quality and the control of it. And as you can see right here, there's no inkjet head defects, the banding or corduroy effect as we see in other inkjet technologies out there. So it's a nice brochure. Think about the speed and the cost to manufacture that, extremely low cost and extremely fast. And here's some good applications on coated media. This is just a coated sappy satin, 70-pound text for like books. So perfect applications for that intersection and that balance that I was mentioning from inkjet and laser. The balance is when you're doing high volume of color books and so forth, while the laser is great, from a cost or speed or reliability, it's just not practical. Where the inkjet, like our Baltoro press, which works like a laser device because the Baltoro press is really second, third generation development from the iGen and proven through the Brenda product. But the Baltoro gives you the full color at almost 2 to 3 times faster than most laser devices out on the market, at upwards of 70 to 90% less cost of operation. So you're able to print full beautiful color on offset coated media like this here at a fraction of the cost and 200 to 300% faster than the way you'd print today. Plus reliability is so much higher because it's really just an inkjet head, as the main technology driver to get this printed piece done. So great application. Here's a similar application just on a different type of, so that last one was the satin. Here's a silk media. Then here's just a standard 20-pound bond media. And then here's a couple image quality media. So you can see the high image quality here. The depth and the quality of this is just on different types of media is just amazing because we're using that 1200 by 1200 DPI inkjet head. So this is on a coated silk media. So you can see right there. So coated silk media, 1200 by 1200 DPI. And this is a good sample because it kind of shows you the fine lines you get out of that. There you go. And there's that sample. Put these all back in here. This is a nice little sample package. Again, this shows you the mix of, beyond digital and our CMYK Plus capabilities for print embellishments. Using this nice folder that was printed on the iGen press. So look at this folder design. This close the flap. And you could do this on an iGen because an iGen gives you the capability to go 14.33 by up to 35 inches. So 14.33 by 35 is the most productive press on the market today. It's proven itself. It's the most profitable press on the market today, the iGen 5. When you look at, what you could do with it and how to leverage that very large sheet size, but 14.33 by 35 inches, up to 24-point capabilities for white printing. And so we use that for this cover with the white. And then we have the inkjet inside for, flexibility of medias on coated medias on the Baltoro press, but extremely fast from an impressions per minute. And then it's also the capability to have the highest resolution of any product in its class. So great application. So let's continue on seeing what else is here. Let's do this one on the bottom here. Let's see what this is. Okay, ooh, this is a nice, cool looking app. Let's see. Let's open this up. I don't want to ruin the print. So this is a great app. Ooh, this is this is a calendar on a Domtar 7-point off the Baltoro, the inkjet press. So you can see the flexibility in this. So the Baltoro inkjet press was developed off our most successful commercial laser platform that Xerox has ever developed, the Inkjet press, over 4,000 installs and a proven paper path over the past almost 20 years that the Inkjet's been in existence. And like I said, when I showed you this app here, the capabilities of, what you could do with the Inkjet and how profitable it is. So what we did is we took that Inkjet press and said, hey, let's just convert it to inkjet using our innovation and technology with our inkjet heads, high fusion ink. And then we transfer that over here. So that's why you could do something like this from an inkjet standpoint. And you could actually use the press, and it could be a large sheet like this. So the Baltoro inkjet press gives you the capability to go 14.33 by up to 20.5. So you could do a large, calendar style application like this. So it's cool. See beautiful quality of the pictures on this 7-point. That's the front. Do that. Really looks, again, it's always hard to see on these videos, the resolution, how there's no quality defects on the inkjet press, because we're using that 1200 a true 1200 native, 1200 by 1200 DPI. That's about almost 400% more drops per ink than some of the other inkjet heads out on the market today in small format cut sheet devices. There's February. Here's January. You can see that. It's how it looks. This is really nice paper. January, February. See those skies. It's March 2nd. Very important date. That's my birth date. March 2nd. Camera back, waterfalls and the leaves. Really great app. I think I'll put this up. So I'll put this up in my office. You can always use a calendar. Well, the calendars on the computers and your phones are nice and simple. There's nothing like as quick as just moving your eye up from your desk and seeing the dates. Let's see, so now it looks like we've got the last one here. And this is sample of the Baltoro inkjet press. This opens up here. I'm going to move this box since we're kind of done with those samples. And so this is the Xerox Baltoro IQ swatch kit. So you could see the difference in the different medias on the same different drop sizes. So this is a very interesting kit. So let me explain some of the benefits of the Baltoro High Fusion inkjet press. Is that on the inkjet press, it has the capability to actually not only have all the flexibility of the media range from uncoated to coated, silk, satins, and so forth, but you also have the capability of selecting drop sizes. And so the Baltoro really gives you the ultimate intersection of cost, quality, and productivity in one device. And so the way that a lot of organizations are leveraging the Baltoro press in regards to its capabilities, flexibilities is, depending on your applications and what you're trying to accomplish, you could actually select the drop sizes of 4 different drop sizes, small, medium, large, and max, depending on what you'd want to do. And so this shows you a little bit the difference of that. And, you know, the technology in the Baltoro, what we're doing is we actually have the capability of doing object-oriented half-toning on those different drop sizes. So, you know, what's important about that when you start looking at, you know, what you're trying to accomplish is that, you know, you'll have, call it an example like this. You have, you know, your sheet of paper, you have some fine lines. So you can see right in there, the fine lines. You have large areas, you have text, graphics, you have pictures, and so forth. And so what this does in regards to that is that the system will automatically know, okay, this is a fine line, text, and then what's pictures, and it will actually define a drop size that's going to give you the best quality at the lowest cost automatically. You don't have to do anything, no slow down in speed or so forth. That's just the capabilities that we developed inside this press. And we took that idea through the large success of the iGen, which, you know, most people believe is the absolute pinnacle of true, you know, laser digital printing from a high-speed production standpoint. And we took that type of automation and capability and just brought that down to the Baltoro press. So, you know, here's samples of, you know, it shows you, you know, here's the different drop size selections and the effects it has, those drop size on different medias and capabilities, which is nice. So this is a 9-point media. We have some cover stock medias. So this is 100-pound medias. We have some coated medias. So you have some 100-pound satin medias with different drop sizes. So you can see right here. But just, you know, the press, the beauty of the way it prints, using that 1200 DPI inkjet heads, the smoothness and the appearance of the faces and sharpness and just how it performs is just excellent. There's no other press in the market that has the speed, the productivity, the cost, the ease of use that this press has, you know. And again, this is really almost like a third generation device. And when I say third generation, it was developed from the iGen press. So, you know, we were already highly successful with that paper path and the automation of what we've done with the iGen for almost 20 years, you know, over 6,000 or close to about 6,000 installs on that iGen press. So we took that press and we developed our first generation of cut sheet inkjet, which was the Baltoro press, which was the predecessor to the Baltoro. And that was our entry level to see the feasibility of cut sheet inkjet in the market, get clients' feedback. The Brenva press previously used third-party inkjet heads, which was a 600 by 600 DPI inkjet head. And so, you know, our end goal was to bring our inkjet heads that we've been developing and selling on the OEM market for about over 5 years and bring those in-house and then upgrade the press to high fusion. So that's what we did when we launched the Baltoro press, is we brought our inkjet heads to the game, made some modifications from the Brenva. So the Baltoro is a second generation inkjet based off of third generation technology. So it's already proven, and you know, the success is in the numbers. We just launched the Baltoro inkjet press here a few months ago. So literally, we haven't even finished the third month that we started the installs of the press. Over 45 orders, over 38 installs. So widely successful, you know, in the market because of the value that it brings to the table. The full capability, the credibility of what we've done for the past, you know, 16 years in that paper path and what we did on the first generation device. And now we have, you know, the culmination of everything that has been developed and engineered over the past 20 years into, you know, this press. And then, you know, with the capabilities of what we're doing to expand on the iGen press, you know, it's very important that you have a good balance of different technologies, workflow, and automation in order to provide you and your clients, the capabilities to be very delighted and pleased with what you're doing, and give you the ultimate flexibility as far as what you want to do now and in the future. And when you really combine and you have a great balance of technology, like what we're doing today with the iGen press, with the capabilities to print white, the capabilities from 14.33 to 35 inch, the capabilities to do 24-point media on the iGen. So you could do packaging applications, you could do applications like this, and then have the capability to, onboard in a very similar workflow on the Baltoro press, where we're using our high fusion inks, the highest resolution, native resolution in the industry. Everything from the iGen to the Baltoro is end-to-end developed, engineered, and manufactured by Xerox here in the U.S. And you have this balance of laser, beyond CMYK, and flexibilities and medias, and then you have the capability of the Baltoro on the Inkjet side. So you have the speed, productivity, reliability, and flexibility to control your price points, your quality, and really this is the balance to give you the ultimate solutions to really, delight your clients, grow your revenue, and to continue to evolve your business. So this is a great sample deck that we pulled up with everything that I showed you today. If there's anything that you see here that you would like some samples on, if you would like to discuss further, maybe you need some advice as far as making decisions with inkjet laser devices, workflow and automation, I am here to help your organizations be successful in making those decisions. Feel free to reach out. I can send you samples. I also have guides that I help with clients on how to make the right decisions when looking at inkjet and laser devices and things in the future. We also have an assessment process that we could help you with. So, don't be shy. Reach out, text me, email me, message me, put a comment on my social media platforms. I'm very easy to get a hold of. Thank you very much for taking your time to review all this.